I like to get up early on Saturday morning to score a couple extra hours of peace and quiet for myself. Huh? You know, that's important for your health, especially if you're like me, genetically hardwired for a heart-seasoned coronary before 50. Huh? The last thing the men in my family see before they step into the tunnel and head toward that halo of light is the tire of the Oldsmobile in the driveway after they've dropped the snow shovel. So, I'm trying to calm my furies with a cleansing mantra of deep breathing exercises and positive affirmations daily. Perhaps I shouldn't read the morning papers first then, huh? Because whatever relaxation mojo I'm looking to kickstart is useless in the face of this media overload. Newspaper headlines screaming nothing but death, destruction, and mayhem. Cripes, I expect to look out the window and see one of the four horses of the apocalypse taking a dump on the front lawn. The perspective from the left blames the right. The one from the right blames the left. Meanwhile, the tabloid in the middle is telling me to just go watch a few lap dances and forget about it. Now look at this on CNN. George W. Geez, they're running his infomercial for Armageddon 24/7. I'm telling you, people, I still can't get my head around that, eh? Georgie Jr. falling face first into his gig at the White House after hijacking the democratic process with a cabal of right-wing Christian fundamental hitmen in the greatest electoral travesty of all time. Geez, I gotta remember to breathe. Now W's king of the world and you're either with him or against him. I guess Canada finally decided we're not. Cripes, it's about time. How long do you figure Kretchen was going to sit in the fence before he realized he had to pick it up his arse? Oh, and another thing. Americans are complaining we're not good neighbors because we're not going to war. Come on, we've gone to war with them twice before. Once when they invaded during the American Revolution, and another time in 1812. Look, we're just not going to war, okay? Oh, like we have a choice. Wow. Yeah, we got half a dozen second-hand subs we bought sitting in Halifax dry dock. No propellers. Just as well they're broken. The war's in the desert. Look, I'm going to tell you. You don't have to be a Bay Street CEO to know we're attached to the hip in a $1.9 billion a day economic relationship with the world's only hyperpower. We best get on the same page soon, folks, before our southern cousins cuff us upside the head with a piece of our own friggin' softwood. And I'll tell you, trouble stateside, whoa, that translates to the working man to 6 more meals of engine block cooking for truckers at the Windsor border crossing. Because the whole point of the war, the way I see it, is just to get the weapons of mass destruction from Saddam's hands. Fair enough. After that's done, maybe America can pluck some of the 221 million weapons from the paws of their own population, too. If you need to protect your quiet suburban home with an M82A1 Viper assault rifle packing a semi-automatic 65 clip of 50 cal 7.66 armor-piercing Teflon-tipped tracer rounds... And maybe the land of the free isn't so free after all, is it? Especially if you're one of those folks returning from a Sunbelt vacation with a deep dark tan and a week's growth of beard. Whoa. Oh, that used to be sign of vacation time well spent. Now, thanks to Tom Ridge and his minions at Homeland Security, that look is screaming Al-Qaeda operative with a dirty nuke in a kit bag. So you can forget about whatever blue blood Canadian Anglican pedigree bought you perks in the past, pal. Because once George W.'s New World Order gets a hold of you by the short and curlies, the backroom pistol whipping you've got coming will make a noonday stoning in Mazar al-Sharif seems like a friendly game of shinny. There's a sharp pain right there. That can't be any good. So much for the breathing exercises.